And we are here, people. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to all. Welcome back to another edition of Wake and Pack. You already know how it goes. Talking about the great Packers. The Packers we all love on a Tuesday morning. So I hope everybody good, man. And hey, can it hurry up and be Sunday already? But shout out. Shout out to my boy Zane Strong holding it down per usual, man. Good morning to you. Still happy new year and all that. Now, me, this is it for me. You know, you got some people who be saying happy new year to motherfucking March. After the second day, I stopped saying it. You got motherfuckers always happy new year. I'm like, bro, this shit, we in the summer already. So shout out to Zane Strong. Good morning to my boy TR, man. And little announcement, you guys, I don't know if you missed it. I don't know if you got a notification. If not, hit that bell to get the notifications, subscribe, like all that shit for my channel. There's a video that was released yesterday between me and TR, Inquiring Minds. If you guys haven't seen that, please go check it out. Shout out to TR and thank you for your time, bro. Again, shout out to Brandy Lewis in the motherfucking building. What's up with you, Brandy? I hope you're having a good morning. So, as I pack this bowl, you guys seen the thumbnail, right? I'm sure, again, maybe you guys are fanatics like me. Some people may have identified him and say, oh, okay, I know who that is. Or some might have had the famous Conor McGregor line. Who the fuck is that guy? But today we're going to talk about the thumbnail, Adam Stenavich, right? And first of all, I would kind of like to apologize, man, to Adam Stenavich, because, I've been critical of him a couple of times. I've said some things about him, and, I'm going to give myself a chance to redeem myself because, again, I speak him how I sees him. When I see good shit on the field, I got to call it out, A lot of people like to call the bad shit out on the field immediately. So, we about to get into this. I'm going to get into answering questions, but let me get my code open. Let me go on and give you guys my open on how I'm feeling about this situation, and then, I'll entertain the rest of the questions. But we're going to start from the jump, man, because, the inspiration of me having this as a topic today was pretty much, watching the game during the blowout, and they do a camera shot up into the booth. I'm looking at Joe Barry most of the time, like, what is he thinking about? But then I see Adam Stenavich, man. We're clear far ahead in this game, but he's just there banging his pen against the table with his notes and shit. I'm like, well, damn, what is he planning on? His next third down play for Sean Clifford? You know what I'm saying? But, I was just looking at the focus in his eyes, and I said, you know what? I misspoke about him before because I said one thing about him that might be offensive, and I'm going to take it back now. I said he's just an O-line coach, and he needs to go back and be an O-line coach. That was wrong of me to say. Because I don't care where you go, whether you go to McDonald's and, you can't talk down or look down on the person that's making your fries. You might be looking at him as a McDonald's worker or as her as a McDonald's worker. You never know. That might be her side job. She might be a business owner and is rough right now. She just had to go get a little extra money. You don't know the whole story, so you just don't treat anybody bad and just assume certain things. So I would like to apologize to Adam Stenavich for just saying that he should just go back to the O-line because he's an O-line coach. Because once you start doing your research, Wikipedia, but once you start doing your research, you start to see like, whoa, man, this dude actually, done been through something. He's actually been somewhere. And, we all see, whether they're in the booth or on the sideline, coaches, a lot of green hats walking back and forth. It's so easy. Oh, man, this coach is stupid. What the hell did he call that play for? He's an idiot. At the same time, they forgot about more football than we even thought of. These people are in the NFL for a reason, and we got to give them their respect. So, coming from Marshfield, Wisconsin, man. Adam Stenavich is from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Actually, this is going to sound like a draft scout report. 6'4", 310. Again, it's unassuming looking at all these coaches on the sideline, but 6'4", 310. I'm sure he's not at that weight anymore. He's not playing anymore. He was a player, but just a massive guy, right? And he went to Michigan. So, starting at Michigan, Adam Stenavich, since his sophomore year, was the starting left tackle, you guys, at Michigan, and he didn't give that job up. started into his senior season, and then he went into the draft. He did not get drafted, but soon after the draft, he got picked up as an undrafted free agent. Okay, so Midwest boy, born in Marshfield, Wisconsin. I don't know where that shit is. TR, where is it? Okay. Midwest boy. Then he went to Michigan, stayed in the Midwest, undrafted to Carolina in 06. They got him undrafted. He was a practice squad player. They ended up cutting him in 06. Guess who he comes to in 06/07? He was a part of the Packers. Yes, we picked him up for a year. He came for a cup of coffee. I mean, he wasn't here long enough to take a shit, but that's just, again, experiences this guy's picking up from everywhere he goes. So we actually dropped him. He got cut for the second time. How demoralizing is that? What do I say? Like I said with Jordan Love, I just want somebody who's been through something. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a tragedy like Jordan Love deal with, but I just want somebody to deal with some sort of adversity throughout their whole career, and he has, from getting cut from team to team to team. We ended up cutting him. He ends up going, playing in the Europe League or whatever, or for the, what's their names? Amsterdam Admirals, you know? So again, as a player, sometimes that's seen as being discouraging. As a player, when you think you're a five-star athlete and you have to go to junior college, that seems a little discouraging. But if you stick through it and go with it, like, it's the tougher route. So he's taken a tougher route a lot of times with just him as a player, okay? So he ended up getting picked up by Dallas after he left the Admirals. Then he finished his career with Houston in 2010. Again, this guy wasn't no 10-year starter in NFL, nothing like that. But again, you've seen all the trips and everywhere he's been. You got to respect that he's seen a lot of football. So you got to think that he knows what he's doing, right? Okay, so let's go into his coaching career really quick. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm going to entertain all y'all, answer all y'all questions. But Michigan, he started off as a strength and conditioning coach, right? So one thing shows me his alma mater picked him back, grabbed him back. Again, it's easier to get in where you used to go, but it has to mean something that, he was a graduate and left and did a couple of things in NFL, didn't make it. But for his school to call him back as a coach in any level kind of shows that Michigan seen something in his guy. So then he ends up becoming the offensive line coach, right? He started, these is two teams that he started at Northern Arizona and then he went to San Jose State. Like, respect to those two colleges and all that, but it's like 10 people watching those games, And again, coaching for a college that's lower level, like sometimes that could be discouraging too. But again, he's getting his feet wet. He's getting his coaching feet wet. He has to learn a lot of shit. So for him to be at Northern Arizona and San Jose State, two places that aren't that popular with, ain't nobody watching, and he still is down there doing his thing. So finally gets his big break. San Francisco offensive line coach. We have a great history of grabbing coaches from San Francisco and doing good with them. Mike McCarthy is an example, amongst others. It's happened a couple times. So that was 2017, 2018. At those times, San Francisco was, they've been dominant for the past, 5, 6, 7 years. So they were dominant then. Okay. 19 is when he comes to the Packers. That's when he got the O-line job. And I feel sorry for saying that he's just a O-line coach because he did a great job as an O-line coach. I came up with the saying, the O-line shuffle, because every week, y'all remember 2 years ago, no Bakhtiari, no Elton. I remember the game I went to, San Francisco. Elton out, Bakhtiari out. Oh, we're just going to put Yosh Nijman at left tackle. We're just going to go with, I even forgot who was at right tackle at that point. He's done a good job with the offensive line. And to see that is just cool. You know what I'm saying? He comes. We gave him the offensive line job in 19. He gets promoted in 21 to the run game coordinator. So that shows like he knows just more than the offensive line. He's coordinated the whole run game, which, we haven't had that many issues with the run game. Our only issues with the run game has been like really injuries. Aaron Jones in and out of the lineup and all that. But I'm just saying all of that to say this. I apologize, Adam Stenavich, because all the praise is going to Jordan Love now. Love just didn't get there. By itself. So we got to give Adam Stenavich credit because he is integral at some point. It is now. Again, I want people to just be careful, just to be asking for people's heads, asking for people to be fired, because he might have been one of the ones who people might have wanted fired too. Oh, he's not good enough. What is Stenavich doing? I even said with my own mouth one time, I don't see the influence in Stenavich. Well, when you have an offense, just like when Matt LaFleur first came in, that was a Rodgers, Matt LaFleur, and Nathaniel Hackett kind of offense, and a quarterback coach, So it takes like three 3, 4 people to get all this together. And what's the key thing that we done the past 2 weeks? First of all, I love synchronicity. So we scored 33 points in the past 2 weeks. 33 against Carolina, 33 against the Minnesota Vikings. We haven't scored 30 plus at all since week 1 in Chicago. Okay. So we scored 33 2 times in a row. Just so happened when we get number 33 back. So the past 2 games we scored 33. It has a lot to do with Aaron Jones. But back to Stenavich, y'all. Again, we want to praise Love for doing this and doing that. Again, it's a team effort, and I'm sure he's been integral. Again, one thing we don't know, we don't know exactly what these coaches are being asked to do. So it's kind of unfair to just say, oh, fire this guy. What is he doing? Well, what is he asked to do? What is, how much influence does he have? Again, I don't know. We don't know. That's why they know that at 1265. But what I'm saying is, just respect the grind this man has had. And you know what? He has some kind of influence on this offense that we're on the road now. We're scoring 30, something that we didn't do much this year. So I'm just saying, I speak him how I sees him, and it's getting a little better. And again, I would like to, apologize to Adam Stenavich because, again, I don't like to limit people to nothing. Just because you making fries at McDonald's today don't mean that you can be rich within a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then that's not all you're limited to. So the sky's the limit for everybody, Even like I said with Al Harris, he might be talked about coming in as a D coordinator. Now, as far as technique and helping out secondary, of course he can do it. But I haven't known Al Harris to be an X's and O's type guy. So maybe we need to get him in as a coordinator at first, like to take care of the D-backs. But I'm running off a subject. But that's all I just had to say about Stenavich, man. Just, he's had to have some kind of influence between him, not Getsy, he's in Chicago, him, Clemens, Matt LaFleur, and Jordan Love. A young Jordan Love, I don't imagine him being like Aaron Rodgers and having so much input. So this offense, this new offense, this offense that we're becoming in love, this offense that's finding its feet, like, we have to give Adam Stenavich a little credit for that. And then again, we always like to say this coach is dumb, this coach is dumb. Me, I get a lot of experiences from when I played, and my career clearly is nothing like even his was, and his wouldn't be seen as nothing as an outsider looking in. He wasn't a 10-year starter or nothing in the NFL. He was a practice squad guy, but again, sometimes coaches weren't that good in the game, but they're better coaches. Sometimes you got coaches like, say if Michael Jordan was a coach, I think he wouldn't be a good coach. We've seen Magic Johnson coach before. Larry Bird, Bird did good a couple years, but it's like they're so great in their own right that sometimes they might expect too much from players that are way less than them. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I have to say about Stenavich, man. What's up with y'all? Thank you for hanging on. Talking about, just talking about this Packer team, man. Yeah. It doesn't sound quite like he has conviction when he says it. Again, I would like to know how the question was asked to him. But again, it really ain't about what's said. It really ain't even about bulletin board. There'd be sometimes a player from another team will say something. Another team could write it on the wall. Oh, this player said he's going to do this to us. But at the end of the day, it's your best interest, no matter who says what, for you to go out there and do your 111th and do your job. So again, just like, you can say anything. Oh, we're going to run the ball 30 times. And sometimes how the game plays out, you can't run it 30 times. Other shit happens. So, he wants to be aggressive. Sometimes shit in the game would prevent him from being aggressive, So, it just sounds like he's straddling the fence a little bit on that. But again, I ain't mad at that, Brandy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that further should let us, Brandy, say, you know what? Because again, it was my mistake. I'm like, he's just an O-line coach. I don't know what the fuck he is. He might be coming up with this whole game plan. Clearly it's a him and LaFleur and the quarterback coach thing. Again, J Love he hasn't developed the ayahuasca route tree yet to be going in and saying, I want this in this offense, I want that in this offense. So it's been a combination of Stenavich, Matt LaFleur, and the quarterback's coach. You know what I'm saying? So again, we got to give Stenavich a little bit of credit, especially since we're picking up steam. Just like Matt LaFleur, it ain't Madden. You can't just grab players. We know how good they are. Put them in there, and it's all gonna work. You gotta set plays up for them. You gotta put them in the best position. The stuff that they do bad, kind of shy away from. Stuff that they do good, do it. So again, none of us really know how much input these guys have in whatever it is. And, but again, at the same time, we got to give him some kind of credit. I'm sure he's just not a log sitting there letting Matt LaFleur and Clemens just do all the, groundwork. Again, he was, before the offensive coordinator, before he got promoted to that. He got promoted to running game coordinator. Hey, if you could control the running game, they seen he could handle that. And then again, good job from Matt LaFleur, promoting from within, but then again, Stenavich get too hot, he gonna end up letting them go. But again, just shout out to Matt LaFleur for promoting from within. And I think we got a guy, man, to go from Nathaniel Hackett, where you were league leaders in the NFL a couple times for offense, and then have a down year or two with this regrouping time. Not a restart. It's just like a regroup. It's like a reload. We're not starting from ground zero. This is the worst we've been, right? And look at us complaining, and this is the worst we've been. We ain't having no 6 and 10 years. We ain't even having again, I think we in a good spot. Hell yeah, Happy New Year. Oh, shout out to my boy Ernie. Ernie back in the building, man. What's up with you, bro? Good morning. Exactly. And I think McDuffie got a little roughed up, didn't he? So we hope he comes back cool. And I actually hope Devondre comes back, man. We need to see this whole team together. I don't know. Again, he came out with a tweet. He said he's tired of playing hurt. So the conservative Packers, you say something like that with the Packers, they might keep your ass out until next year. So hopefully he can come back. Look good on the sideline, though. Shout out to the homie Freddie Roper, my nigga. Was good. Always thank you for your love and support, my boy Fred. Hello, that's what I'm saying. And hey, push come to shove, worst come to worst, Brandy. We know what kind of job he can do with the offensive line. I'm telling you, that job was just magnificent. He did 2 years ago with how many people on a week. I named it the O-line shuffle. Every week we had a different lineup. What do I always say about O-line, especially in the running game? You need continuity. You need to be next to the same guy, down in, down out, start communicating with each other. Have your own languages to handle certain kind of shit. All that can't happen when constantly it's changing and revolving. People have different kind of combination. I got homies I can talk to without talking to. Like, we could give a face, like, all right, let's make that move. That happens when you play constantly with a player, and it's different from practicing. You like, oh, well, they all practice together. Yes, but when you're playing against other competition, that's the ultimate way to see what's going on. And then again, I just want to give Stenavich a little credit, bro, because Jordan Love is looking good. Offense is looking better. We scored 33 the past 2 games, man, and I don't see it slowing down. We put up 38 against Chicago first time around. So I'm expecting another 30 burger, and that's just a good habit to start doing while going into this tournament. Now, if we score 30, I don't give a fuck what the Chicago Bears do. If we score 30 points on Sunday, I think we're going to win the game, okay? So we just gonna leave it at that. But again, let's give Steno a little credit. He might be unassuming. It's kind of weird and different when you get promoted from within. Because just like I was thinking, like, oh, did he really get promoted, or is just that the title and he's just still pretty much an offensive line coach on steroids? No, seems like he has some kind of different kind of say so in his game. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but when you look at his career, his own career, stop here, stop there, stop here, stop there. He never gave up and he never stopped. So he has the love for the game. And then again, you always respect the ex-player, bro. If you never played, again, ain't nothing wrong with never playing. Your mom didn't probably want to sign you up. You was probably scared to get hurt, or wherever's the reason you didn't play. But if you played, you definitely get respect from a lot of your players because you done been there, done that. And then when you played, it's just like you've seen some stuff that a person who never played just ain't seen. On the field, on the court, whatever sport it is. It's just like when you got an ex-player, people seem to respect that more. As much as people came in here yesterday talking about Darvin Ham needs to be fired, Lakers head coach, the reason he pretty much got that head coaching job, if he didn't play the game, I don't think he'd be a coach, So they respect him. He was a championship, he wasn't the best guy. Darvin Ham was like a 6'7" kind of guy off the roster, when he did win the championship with Detroit. So again, just giving Steno a little credit here, man, Hell yeah. Shout out to my boy Ernie again. Okay. Hey, TR, you my expert from over that neck of the woods, man. So I had to ask you. But again, why wouldn't we root or be happy for this dude? Born Marshville, stayed in the Midwest, went to Michigan, even came back for a little pit stop in Green Bay as a part of his career. It could have been any point. He was like, man, one day I might be coaching here. And he's got the coaching job. He's got a smart guy, Matt LaFleur, who promoted him. Again, Again, I apologize for just saying you're an O-line coach. None of us are limited to one or two things. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats, so I can't say he's just offensive line coach. So I'm backing off, and I just had to backtrack and retract my words just because again, it's a lot of just calling for people's jobs, and you don't even know half the story. You don't even know if what you mad at, he's in control of that. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much Joe Barry could do. He can call a play. It's up to this kid if he gets the coverage. It's up to this kid if he gets communication well with somebody else. And then again, the other side's getting paid too. So I really want to know that. But that's how it was set up when Nathaniel Hackett was here. Now, this I do know from hearing from Rodgers and other people. Hackett would come up with a whole slideshow, funny shit on the side, little memes, little videos of other shit just to keep people entertained. But he came up with a whole offensive game plan and put it on a PowerPoint type shit. So again, everybody coaches differently. Some people just might like to coach on the field. Some people like to coach in the booth. Some people like to go on the sideline. So again, that's the whole pretty much beautiful thing about this, because none of us know shit. We just here speculating. We fans, but these guys actually been in the game for around a long time. So for us to just be lightly, loosely, again, I know we frustrated. We might be drinking, but lightly, loosely calling motherfuckers idiots on the sideline. He got a Packer helmet on. I mean, he got a Packer hat on. He out there coaching. It's like, you didn't know this motherfucker played in the league for 10, 12 years. I mean, there's just certain shit you got to respect. So when people just be saying, fire him or he ain't no good, it's like when you look at his resume, shit, it looked pretty good to me. He done been through a lot of programs, helped out a lot of programs, bro, and he's had a lot of success. So, we might have that hidden gem. I always say, let's find that new hot young coach, that new hot young play caller. Hey, he might just be right in front of us, and we got to keep him in-house until LaFleur lets him go, because he's going to get a lot of clout when we go on this run. My boy Blake 22, what's the word, man? W Blake. Hey, that's again. Hey, one thing that we know about Steno, offensive line. Again, what was he before the offensive coordinator, Brandy? Before he was the OC, he was the run game coordinator. So if he just in control of the run game solely, he know what he's doing, and that includes tight ends. Maybe that's why. Maybe he had a little influence on getting these two. Why do we get these two rookie tight ends? Although there's been a tight end shortage as of late for us. We done went through y'all want to name some names? We already did this. Andrew Quarles, shit like that. But anyway, nothing wrong with Andrew. It just was, Yeah, Steno does that really well, Brandy. Exactly. We have no idea, man. Like I said, and like you always say, hey, if we were a fly in the wall, maybe we'll know. But we have no clue where their influence is put at. He might not. Hey, Matt might, we don't know. Matt might say, look, I got the passing plays, all this and all that. He said, please just handle the run game for me. Give me the statistics and the averages and certain downs to help me. I don't know. That's the beautiful thing. We have no clue what's going on. So instead of just quickly, fire him, it's like, he ain't even got nothing to do with what you trying to fire a motherfucker for. It's like, stop running your mouth. Exactly. When some players are just too good in their own heart that they expect, like, again, imagine MJ as a coach, Michael Jordan. He'd probably be horrible because he want everybody to be Air Jordan. Not everybody is Air Jordan. Not everybody has the passion for the game like him. Michael Jordan seemed like, and he did. You seen when Jordan came back in his 40s playing, he ruined Kwame Brown. He ruined a lot of people because he didn't let him grow. He expected him to be what he was, which it wasn't true. Wasn't happening. Yeah, we have no clue. That would be the only way. That would be the only way, TR. That would be the only way. Again, nothing against the city or nothing like that. But, if I'm causing trouble over here, if I'm getting pulled over, even neighbors calling police, all kind of weird kind of stuff happening over here in big Los Angeles. You got motherfuckers robbing banks, robbing stores right down the street from me, but you over on 420 HPOV Boulevard over some bullshit phone call that you done got, So, I see a lot of that happening over there if it's happening over here. Sorry, I'm just traumatized. It might be false. They might treat me well over there, but god damn it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, and speaking of that, TR, again, listen, I've been saying this for years, but I'm just letting y'all know it's in my, it's just gonna pop up one day, but it's in my best interest. Higher point of view merch will be coming. It will be coming. I just gotta figure a lot of shit out, but there will be higher point of view merchandise coming out. And I'm gonna take care of my real people out there, man. Some good quality shit though. It ain't no bullshit. Some good, good shit. I just gotta get that all together. So that will come. I gotta trademark a lot of shit, TR. We trying to take this shit all the way. So yeah, if that isn't trademark, we gonna do that shit too. Cause I'm so glad. Imagine, TR, you stunt the growth actually too of some rookies. Romeo, Christian, all of them is probably doing better because they like, man, all I gotta do is remember the route. Jordan gonna find me. I don't gotta remember. Okay, at 2 yards, if the corner looks this way, you do this. Oh, at 3 yards, the corner seems like he's gonna listen, Aaron. You wasn't talking like that earlier in your career. You had Donald Driver, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, James Jones, the list goes on, Randall Cobb. Like you had all that to kind of help you and y'all grew together. So you can't expect these young cats who never grew with you, don't even know you, and you don't want to go to dinner and eat with them and do nothing like that, but you want to do it with sauce. And when you come to New York and all that, it's cool. We ain't gonna get into, Aaron Rodgers like that. But again, it must be a relief that these receivers ain't got to worry about. All they got to do is run their route instead of worrying about 3 other fucking things. Because sometimes you'll see Aaron Rodgers get pissed and you'll blame the receiver. Oh, he ran the wrong route. No, he ran the right route, but he just didn't break at the perfect time Aaron would like him to in that situation. Hello, he's not Cobby. Hello, he's not Nelson. Hello, he's not these people who you were throwing in a dark with for 5, 6, 7 years, and they stayed on that jugs machine. It's a different story, Aaron. So that just was a little miscommunication. Definitely. Shout out to Reed, next Packer great. And, we like to see toughness, man. He's been on the injury report a lot this year, but he's played a lot this year, You see a lot of cats on the injury report. They just don't make it every week. Every week, somehow, some way, didn't practice, limited. When it's game time, he's in there, and I love that about him. Dependable. It ain't just about what you can do. It's about availability, right? What's that word, bro? Shout out to my boy Inhuman, man. Shout out to Dago. You already know how I go. Bix19. So, yeah, see, again, hey, Zane Strong, evaluation time, bro. This ain't time to just listen. It's time to go root and kill them hated Bears. We know that. But it's also time this could possibly be, and please leave this in y'all minds because you don't want to do yourself the emotional harm like me. Sometimes I will, you can't be too overconfident, bro. We were all confident Detroit coming to our house last year. We were all confident when got sent home packing. That didn't feel good. So again, still have the possibility to think that we can go out here and lose this game. And that's how they should be thinking too. We already had 2-3 games of an example. Carolina shouldn't have been that close. Atlanta, we should have won that game. Couple other games this year. New York, Tampa Bay, I'm glad those are still fresh, man. The stuff, the way that things is happening with this team and what they got to go through, and just the story that's being made. First game against Chicago, last game against Chicago. We're gonna see the growth of Love, even though he tore it up that Chicago game. It's Chicago, but now again, this ain't the same Chicago. We must be aware they're playing really good right now. It to the point where there's petitions and stuff, and I don't know, like leave me alone. Sorry, somebody texted me. Yeah, they got petitions and all kind of stuff to say, hey, we want to keep Justin Fields. We got all these picks. We done fleece Carolina for. Wait, no, they gave away their picks to Carolina to get DJ Moore. But anyway, they got a premium pick too. So they thinking like, oh, we're gonna keep Justin. We're gonna keep Justin Fields. Thank you. We're gonna keep Justin Fields. But I don't know. Shout out to my boy Dave. What's the word, man? Shout out to Mississippi and the Nighthawk family. Yeah, bro, and it's crazy because they learning. They are learning. They are learning at the same time, and this is critical time that they playing, bro. And we winning at the same time. Like they going through growing pains and winning at the same time. Again, just this past week, we didn't do a whole lot of press. Why? Hey, they young, bro. Good luck. Listen, you think Chark and Adam Thielen had a great game? Hey, try to press Justin Jefferson. he's just gonna take advantage of you. He's more of a man. He's been in the league a few years. It's your first year. You wet behind the ears. I remember Eric Stokes, his first year. DeAndre Hopkins, like just ate him alive just from just outsmarting him. It had nothing to do. Stokes is faster. I don't know if he's stronger, but he's like athletically just as equivalent, better athletically as far as numbers than the DeAndre Hopkins. But Hopkins burnt him, got him with a double move, used his speed against him, hit him with a slant, cut the route off a little earlier, you know, schooling him. Okay, hell yeah, bro. I added you too. So go on and check your shit, bro. I could not find. Shout out to Eddie, the homie Cali Packer, bro. I guess we just can't do it. Let me know, Zane, if you found Cali Packer too, because we was all day yesterday trying to link up on the game, and he you know we couldn't find it. But I found you, bro. So we in there. We locked in. Absolutely, absolutely. And I also feel that's why. And you know, this was actually going to be a title to one of my future videos you guys will see. But again, y'all remember the days of you know, oh, the Packers receivers getting no separation, because our mindset at that point was let them just beat them. Again, even Roger said even if the play isn't for Devontae, he'll still look that way first just to see what's going on over there, because his release is so good that you know he could hit him in a route. But like these, first of all, Brandy, these receivers, again, they can get open on their own, you know, but at the same time, they are definitely being schemed open. You can tell. Hello, Stanovich might have a little to do with that, you know. Running game coordinator last year, came back, got promoted. And again, you don't just get promoted. Like, again, Matt LaFleur, his ass is on the line. So, of course, he's going to try to hire the best he could hire. He's seen that Stanovich was fully capable of handling the load. So, that's why he got promoted. But, yeah, definitely way more people getting schemed open. Did you see how open Bo Melton was? Lord have mercy. And he dropped that pass. Again, there wasn't a defender within 5 yards of him. Hey, Zane, that's exactly Niehoff. I know. Hey, I won't forget ever, bro. I won't forget Niehoff. Okay, knee. That's easy. Just remember knee. All right, my bad, bro. Last time. I thought I had you spelled it out for me exactly like that last time. Hey, I be high, bro. You know, so I apologize, man. Niehoff. Come on, y'all. Niehoff. Okay, so yeah, man. So that's all I got on Steno, man. I just wanted to give the big fella, you know, a little credit and just, you know, let y'all know, man, we in good hands, man. We in good hands, man. This guy done been around. He done been cut by many teams. He done played in Europe. Like, you know, he didn't probably be the player that he wanted to be, but he still stayed with it. Alma mater called him back to go in there and coach. Michigan, you know, Midwest boy. So he might just be the perfect situation. We might be okay on offense. This might have just had to be a learning situation. You got to learn what your parts are. You know, we don't know what these guys going to do yet. Again, LaFleur had a blank canvas. And then again, how much time are we really working with? We draft these kids. They come in a week later for the rookie shit. They disappear for another 2 months. You got to teach them the offense. Not only they got to learn the offense, they just got to learn their way around the city. They got to learn, like, oh, you got to be on time to every meeting. This meeting is in this door. This door is in this place. You know, it's a lot going on. On top of that, you learn the ayahuasca route tree. So actually, man, Aaron kind of stunted their growth a little bit now that I'm looking at it, because Jayden Reed came in better already than Romeo and Christian did last year. But Christian at least was a better draft, you know, prospect than Jayden Reed. You know, so I don't know. You know, we don't know shit. Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad you said no matter what happens Sunday, because again, we will be a mad bunch come Wake and Pack Monday morning if we lost the game and that was the end of our season. You know, we all would, especially because it's against the bad news Bears, the Cubs, whatever you want to call them. But you know, this is it, bro. If it's any time we could have a lot of faith in this team, it got to be this week. Again, scored 32 times in a row. Hey, 2 victories in a row. You know, it feels good once you win and get a couple in a row. They just start rolling out, becoming easier, even though ain't nothing easy about winning. But you know, that's what it is, man. Just had to give Steno a little motherfucking credit, man. You know, I talked about him bad before. I can't see this whole Jordan Love process happen. Possibly leader in touchdowns in NFL, over 60% pass completion, possibly 4,000 yards, 30 plus touchdowns. Like, You cannot look at that and not give not only Jordan Love credit, but you got to give LaFleur credit. You got to give Stenavich credit. You got to give Clemens credit, bro. So, you know, we just want to recognize the good. And that's what today was about. I hope y'all had a motherfucking good one. I'm going to be back motherfucking tomorrow. You already know what time it is. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to my boy David Niehoff. For sure, for sure. Shout out to Zane Strong always, man. Thank you for, you know, all you do, man. Brandy Lewis, the GOAT. You know, Brandy know what the hell she be talking about. Man, today everybody want to call me like, man, like y'all gotta chill. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Again, and Human Joey, thank you for coming through. TR always, you know, and you guys stay tuned. If y'all didn't see that episode yesterday with me and TR, check out my channel. If you didn't subscribe, go and hit subscribe. Everybody hit the like button. Blake 22, thank you for coming through, man. Ernie Martinez again. Hey, 2 days in a row now. What you doing? Shout out to you. Thanks for coming through. Always my nigga Freddie Roper, for sure. Shout out to, you know, whole state of Georgia. Shit, and that's it. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Thank y'all for coming through, and I will see y'all tomorrow.